doctors don't recommend drinking sodium hypochlorite, but I read on the internet that drinking milk afterwards reduces the negative side effects. We're also taking the proper safety precautions. Bleach can cause severe burns to your skin, so I'll be wearing protective gloves.
For those of you who don't know, the Bleach challenge is a 2-minute video that shows a man in his backyard attempting to drink a bottle of bleach. He of course fails and begins to puke blood everywhere before the video fades to black. You can find numerous re-uploads of it on YouTube, LiveLeak, BestShockers.com, and many other sites. Whether or not this video is genuine has been a subject of debate since the video's release in 2009. People relentlessly argue about it on forums and in the comments, dissecting this man's every move and trying to provide evidence that either proves or disproves that it's real. People throw out a lot of different theories. For example, some point out that drinking bleach would make you vomit in a way that wasn't consistent with what happened in the video. Other people claim that the bleach bottles could have been switched out at any moment in between scenes. Now, while these are somewhat good points, I find it a little bit disturbing that people aren't able to debunk this video for the much more solid and obvious reasons right in front of them. The main point being that at the end of the video, credits are shown, and that should have been a dead giveaway that this was either some kind of joke or a project. There really is no need to analyze each frame or get into science when you've got that right in front of you. So of course that does leave us with some unanswered questions, like how did they get the guy to puke the red stuff, or why the heck was this video even made to begin with? Well, the good news is, I was actually able to track down Jordan Thornsberg, the creator of the Bleach Challenge video, who was also listed in the credits. He was nice enough to answer some questions for me on camera, so that we'll be able to put this thing to rest once and for all.
Hi, my name is Jordan Thornsberg, and for better or for worse, I am the creator of the original Bleach Challenge video. I did not do any of the drinking of the bleach, I did not do the vomiting of the blood, and I did not do the pouring of the milk. But I did all the technical, like masterminding type stuff, like writing the script, and yeah, it's scripted. It's scripted! Yeah, so I did the writing, directing, shooting, editing, blah blah blah. ReignBot asked me to answer a few questions about it, so I intend to do that here. What was the motivation behind creating it? Was it meant to be a joke or maybe a parody of existing social media challenges? This video was done back in 2009, and at this time, I don't think there were that many social experiments or challenges going around the internet, but one that was very popular and had been for a long time is the milk challenge, which is where you try to drink a gallon of milk in an hour. And my friend Brad did that one day with chocolate milk, and we recorded it and made a video out of it, and that was fun to do. And I thought it would be, and that was like totally authentic. Like he was really trying to drink the milk and he just ended up throwing up his Subway all over the place. We were trying to think of other things he could do, and then I thought of another consumption challenge. Like somehow the idea came up. I wanted it to be so ridiculous that it was just funny. Like it was just gonna be scripted and it would just be hilariously ridiculous. Like no way is any of this real. So I came up with the Bleach Challenge, which was to drink a gallon of bleach in 1 hour. It's basically co-opting the rules of the milk challenge, but replacing it with bleach, which is absolutely fucking stupid. Number 3, how were the special effects done? Puking red blood, for example. Well, let me pull up the videos so I can watch and go through things piece by piece. The video opens up with Brad introducing himself and like talking about the video that we had done before, the milk challenge, and you see like a short clip of that. Like that was a written joke. I read on the internet that drinking milk reduces the negative side effects, which is true. I did read that on the internet. I did like a small amount of research about what would happen if you were to drink bleach. So it continues on. Bleach can cause severe burns to your skin, so we're taking the proper safety precautions, using protective gloves. That is a fucking... obviously that is a fucking joke. Come on. So the first time we see Brad take a drink of bleach, it is not bleach. We did go to the store, like in the opening sequence. We emptied it out, we cleaned it the best we could. Not with bleach, we cleaned it with soap, like dish soap. Very thoroughly, and then in the first thing he takes a drink of, I believe it was just water, and he intentionally spits it all over himself to lead into the thing later where you see his shirt has been bleached to, I guess, kind of suspend that disbelief a little bit. And it worked a little too well. You can hear me a couple times say lines like, "You're wasting my mom's bleach," or "Are you still gonna do it or not? You're wasting my tape." A friend of mine told me that, like, everything looks pretty legit in the video, but my lines completely ruin the realism. When we went to shoot the second part where he was going to be vomiting the blood, what we did was, like, we didn't want him to just be drinking red stuff that looked like blood, because we wanted him to spit it out and people would see that it was all blood. If you watch closely, like I've seen in comments that people say, "Oh, he just drank red stuff," but you can see when he spits that it's clear. The way we triggered this vomiting is Brad let me know that if he were to drink vinegar, which is a clear liquid, he would throw up. He hates vinegar. So we put vinegar in the bleach bottle for him to drink. And before we shot this, we had Brad consume a whole lot of tomato juice, which is the blood. So what would happen is you would see him consuming clear liquid, which would immediately trigger him to throw up a bunch of red liquid that would look like blood. Another thing that to me seems super fake is Chris. My friend Chris is the guy with the milk, and he does that little slow slide over to him and then just walks away like he doesn't really give a shit. So I put credits on the end of it. What shock video has, first of all, jokes that are seemingly obviously jokes, an intro, an opening sequence, transitional graphics of a bleach bottle going bloop, bloop, and fucking credits. What shock video has credits? I could be wrong. I don't watch that many shock videos. Maybe that's a thing. Number 4. Many debate whether or not the video and challenge are real. Did you ever suspect this would happen, or was the idea too ridiculous to be taken seriously? I was certain that this idea was way too ridiculous to be taken seriously. Like, at the time that this was made, this was 7 years ago, 2009. When you would Google the Bleach challenge, it didn't exist, and I intentionally searched for it to see if somebody had already made something like this. After this video is made, so I'll go through kind of the trajectory of it. So I put it out there, I posted it on 4chan. I used to, at the time I went to 4chan, and people started responding to it immediately. Like the views started like kicking up real fast. And I loved reading the comments. People were horrendously mean to Brad. And then it was like, within a day or two, it got taken down, I guess because too many people reported it. And that sucked. So it was no longer on my account. I tried to re-upload it, but it wouldn't let me upload it. And somebody else uploaded it. Now they have 461,000 views with my fucking video. Not that I could have monetized it anyway. There's a copywritten song in the opening sequence. So a lot of people thought it was real. And I'm not talking about just strangers on the internet. Brad, the guy who's like the star of this video, Brad's good friends were like, "Oh my God, Brad, I can't believe you would do this." And he was offended. He was like, "I'm not a moron. Like, is that what you think of me? That I would actually drink bleach and throw up blood for for a video?" So, yeah, he was kind of offended about that. Yeah, never thought people would think it was real, and people do think it's real. And when they, like, I loved reading where somebody would be like, "No, this is fake because of this," and somebody would come out back behind them, "No, if you look clearly, like, it's obviously real because of this." And like those things, like the shirt and the fact that he drinks clear liquid and then red stuff comes out rather than just drinking red stuff. Those things were intentionally put in there, and they worked way too well. It's awesome, kind of, but it's fucking scary that people not only believed it was real, but there are imitators. There are people, like, there are, yeah, a bunch of other fake videos where people are, like, doing the Bleach challenge, but I think some of them, I don't even fucking know. Like, maybe, like, the people seem to be trying Bleach, and they definitely should not be doing that. Question number 5. Do you ever plan on creating anything similar in the future? You know, at the time when I made this, it got a lot of attention, and it made me really think, like this is fun. I love using like visual effects or special effects to make something seem really authentic, and even to the point where people can't tell. I don't like when it goes in a negative direction where people start fucking drinking bleach, but I love the idea of making these types of videos. Like Faces of Death was a video series where, yeah, they had videos of people actually dying, but they also filled that stuff in with a bunch of fake videos that people just took as real because some of the stuff was real. And I thought it would be awesome to put like a series together of a bunch of videos that were completely fake, but not where you could tell, and like done in such a way that seemed guerrilla and amateur and kind of that home video feel, and just see where I could go with it. Like maybe even to the point where I would make like a feature length thing of all these viral amateur videos. But I never ended up doing that. One of the ones I wanted to do was have my friend who skateboarded like jump across a train track like right in front of a train, and I had all these ideas of how I could do that in a way that people bought it, but never did that. Well, I think that concludes all the questions. Thank you, ReignBot, for tracking me down and asking me these questions and being curious about this thing that I made so long ago. It's awesome to have something that's been viewed by so many people and that's had this long of a shelf life in a place as fickle as the internet. I kind of wish it was allowed on my channel, which is jmthornsberg22. But you could check out my company, macroscopepictures.com, or find me on Facebook. I'm the only Jordan Thornsberg you're gonna find. Yeah, so I'll see you around on the internets. Peace.
So there you have it, guys. This version of the Bleach challenge is 100% fake. I hope that this goes to show that sometimes the answers really are right in front of you, and you just have to pay attention to find them out. I have a feeling that most people only watched this up until the point where the bleach was ingested and then stopped to type out their opinions without actually taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. Please don't be one of those people. Anyway, that's all for this video, and I just wanted to give a huge thank you to everyone who suggested this topic, and a special thanks to Jordan for answering all of my questions. Let me know down below if you've got anything else similar that you want me to look into, and if not, I'll see you next time.